A North Korea state-run newspaper has lashed out at President Donald Trump by calling him a lunatic and suggesting he is a warmonger. It has also declared that South Korea and Japan are puppet forces for the U.S., and it challenged Trump's tough words against the regime of Kim Jong-un. The Pyongyang Times, named after the country's capital city, published its propaganda Monday, in what served as the latest installation in the war of words between Trump and his allies in the North amid increasing tensions over Kim's nuclear and missile defense programs. Under the headline "Subservience to US leads to abyss of destruction," the article ticked off the phrases Trump has used over the past few months to describe Kim and the potential for military conflict unless the North gave up its nuclear and missile testing. Keep up with this story and more by subscribing now. Such rubbish as fire and fury, total destruction, annihilation and calm before storm are heard from Trump every day, and the US is keen on recklessly playing with fire by introducing nuclear bomber formation, nuclear carrier strike groups, nuclear submarines and Aegis into the sky and waters off the Korean peninsula in succession, the piece read, according to Express. It also read, dignitaries of White House and State and Defense Departments of the U.S. are having a hard time cooling Trump, who is overheated with a war fever. South Korea and Japan, longtime U.S. allies in the region that host U.S. military bases and facilities and have conducted drills and exercises with the U.S. that have greatly angered the North, were also chastised in the article. But only the South Korean puppet forces are fanning up the lunatic fingering a nuclear button, the propaganda piece read, later calling Japan's foreign minister a stooge. The article continued, history records weak nations which faced annihilation after acceding to alliance and coalition out of quick-witted calculation, and also subject countries which saved their destiny by getting themselves away from the evil influence of big powers after becoming sensitive enough to understand the change of the times. Previously, the North had called Trump a dotard and described him as deranged. It went another step further and denounced Trump as a lunatic who's leading the U.S. into war. Lunatic Trump is running headlong into ruin, taking America with him, and the poor puppet forces are following him, at the peril of their lives, the article read. Over the summer, Trump promised North Korea would see fire and fury like the world had never seen before. He later labeled Kim Rocket Man and used the same nickname during his speech before the United Nations General Assembly last month. The president also stated the U.S. would have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea if its national security or that of its allies is in jeopardy. Earlier this month, Trump used the term calm before the storm during a photo op and following a meeting with military officials at the White House. In an interview with Fox News during which Trump was asked to clarify the remark, he stated, "We can't let this go on. We just can't.